Yabo!
Good afternoon to you, Hamdan, all the way from Atlanta. And same way, I want to say good afternoon to you, Ras Hardy, also from Atlanta. Now, right here in Ghana, I want to say good afternoon to you, gentlemen. Now, did you know that Nelson Mandela was divorced 2 times in his life? And he married 3 times in life. Did you know that? Did you know that? Nelson Mandela was divorced twice and he married 3 times. He got married to a woman as his first wife by name Evelyn Mase. After that, he got married to Winnie Mandela. They divorced, and then he ended up with the former wife or ex-wife of Samora Machel, my brother, my sister, until his death. Today we are talking about the first wife of Nelson Mandela, Evelyn Mase. She was born Evelyn Ntoko Mase. Evelyn Ntoko Mase. Evelyn Ntoko Mase. My brother, my sister, 4 years younger than Nelson Mandela. My brother, my sister, she was born on the 18th of May in 1922. Mandela himself was born 9 years after Kwame Nkrumah in 1918. So this lady here was 4 years younger than Nelson Mandela. And look at them in this beautiful photograph. My brother, my sister, Evelyn Ntoko Mase. That was her name. She was born in Nkwabo in Transkei. In fact, her father was a mine worker. And he had 6 children with his wife. His wife was his second wife. He had wives. So she was born into a polygamous home. In fact, he and his second wife had 6 children. And our heroine for today, in fact, right from infancy, tasted death. Her father died, my brother, my sister, in her infancy. And when she was 12, her mother also died. But before she died, there was something that she kept saying. I wish you would be a nurse. If you were a nurse, you could have saved your father. And a nurse in the family would save a lot of lives. It was the time of the apartheid, where black people were treated like animals. No good health care, nothing good. So a nurse, a black woman nurse, was everything to a black community. Later in life, she herself will go on to study and become a nurse, to train and become a nurse. And she did. My brother, my sister, at the age of 12, when her mother also died, she was taken in by the big brother. In fact, the big brother was called Sam. Sam Mase took her in and took care of her until she went to school to train as a nurse. He was a devout Christian, and he kept close friendship with a gentleman who was also his schoolmate called Walter Sisulu. Walter Sisulu later became a hero in South African history. Today we're not talking about him, so we won't go too much into that. There were those who fought against apartheid, including Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela. My brother, my sister, they were cousins. Their mothers were sisters. So that family bond was there. So, our heroine for today, Evelyn Mase, would go and visit Walter Sisulu While she was in nursing school, she befriended a certain pretty lady who was called Albertina. Albertina was so pretty. Oh my God. She was also an activist against apartheid. She became a friend to our heroine, Evelyn Mase. And one day when she came to visit our heroine, Evelyn Mase, in her home, Walter Sisulu saw her and proposed love. They married later. My brother, my sister, they met in 1941, and 3 years later in 1944. The same year Peter Tosh was born, they got married. My brother, my sister, hear this. Walter Sisulu got married to the best friend of Evelyn Mase. Walter Sisulu was also a very good friend to Nelson Mandela. Mandela came for the wedding of Walter Sisulu and Albertina and saw Evelyn Mase and fell in love with her. And they also got married. Jesus. So they married each other's friends. When they got married, Nelson Mandela was the happiest man on earth. Such a pretty young nurse. It didn't take long. Bang, she got pregnant. Kaya Jeme. And she gave birth. Hey. My brother, my sister, Mandela was busily going around fighting the black people's cause. And he didn't have time for the marriage. Evelyn Mase decided that she wanted divorce. She wanted divorce. After 14 years of marriage. My brother, my sister, yes, in 1958, they got married. In 1944, same year that Walter Sisulu married her best friend Albertina. My brother, my sister, she had 2 children with Mandela. Magwato Mandela and Makaziwe Mandela. And then they divorced. What did she say? She said Mandela was violent and that Mandela threatened her with an axe that he would kill her. Number 2, Mandela was abusive and abandoned the family. She said that to the local court. Mandela responded and said it was not true. In fact, she became pregnant on the 23rd of February 1946 and gave birth to their first son called Tembekli. My brother, my sister, at the Veterans Nursing Home. Hey. When she gave birth, they needed a bigger place. So they rented a bigger apartment. My brother, my sister, the rent at the time was 16 shillings and 6 pence a month. It was big money. The accommodation was basic with a cement floor, tin roof, and a bucket toilet. You know what a bucket toilet is? Shitum. Do we still have shitums? You know what a shitum is? KVIP. You know that kind of toilet that has a bucket. You go and squat. Your thighs are all paining you. In those days, we didn't seem to feel the pain. Recently, I tried one. And my brother, I couldn't take the pain in my thighs. How many of you have tried a shitum? Put up your hand. Let me see. Okay. Etonam has tried it before. Okay, Mami has also tried it. This thing. You squat and then you open everything like that. So, Mamia. My brother, my sister, Huitum is not good, especially for women. How many of you ladies here have tried it before? Only 2 of you. Are you sure? Don't be embarrassed. It's part of our history. My brother, my sister, they lived in a house that had a Huitum. Mandela was using a Huitum. So if you use a Huitum, so what? My brother, my sister, that was what they did. Then they had their second child. It was a daughter, Makaziwe, in 1947. My brother, my sister, just 1 year after the first child, Mandela was so active. Right after that, But Makaziwe died 9 months later. Mase later noted that the cause of death was meningitis. A third child was born to Mandela. And this beautiful woman called Evelyn Mase. And this one was called Makwato Lawanika, beg your pardon, Lewanika. This was what was born in 1950. And this one survived. My brother, my sister. Hey. Growing tensions between them. Mandela was abusive. He threatened to kill her, she said. And the divorce was finally done. She asked Mandela to pay 50 pounds. 50 pounds for the divorce monthly to take care of the children and her house. My brother, my sister, this was how it went. With the children, Evelyn moved to another part of South Africa called the Eastern Cape, a place called Comfivaba, where she opened a grocery shop. She was assisted in obtaining the shop from its white owners. My brother, my sister, and there she was. And she raised the children there. She was a disciplinarian, took care of her children, never spared the rod. Now, after Mandela was arrested in 1962, August, and locked up, in fact, Mase traveled there to meet with him, but Mandela refused to see her. Mase's son, Timbekile, became a bootlegger and ran an illegal share bin. In fact, the children went into all kinds of crime. My brother, my sister, and in 1969, when he was only 24, Timbekile was killed in a car accident while driving home from Durban. From prison, Mandela wrote Mase a letter trying to comfort her. This was the first contact he had with Mase since their divorce. My brother, my sister, Winnie Mandela later claimed that despite rumors of discord between Mase, the two had a good relationship. She said that she had tried to encourage good relations with Mase and her children, telling her own children, 2 children, Zenani and Zinzizwa, that they should refer to their predecessor as Mama Evelyn. My brother, my sister, this was how it went. Mandela and his first wife, she was a strict disciplinarian. She died on the 30th of April, 2004. Mandela died in 2013. He lived another 9 years after the death of his first wife. My brother, my sister, she died at the age of 81. Today we remember this great black woman. She and Mandela never came back again. She remarried in 1998. She married a retired Soweto businessman by name Simon Rakipili. And he was a Jehovah's Witness. Hallelujah. She got married to a Jehovah's Witness man. I'm sure if Lois was around, she would have attended the wedding. Hallelujah. But that wedding didn't last long. 6 years. And she died at the age of 81. It means she remarried about 78 years old. Hallelujah. What a marriage. 78, thereabout. She got married to a Jehovah's Witness man. She enjoyed a good marriage. Jehovah's Witnesses, they make good wives and good husbands. She died 6 years after the marriage. My brother, my sister, and when she died, but the Jehovah's Witness man was also strict. She used to be called Evelyn Mandela, and she loved the name. The popularity of the man was great. She wanted to relive her history, but This man insisted that she drop the name, and she did. Today we remember this great black woman. She suffered from a respiratory illness and died at the age of 81. She was honored at her burial. Today we remember this great black woman. Uninyaminko. It's been the African history class. In the burden of knowledge, now that you know what to do, be an annual mini about fails, do the Kagane Mezaka, Yam, Pabango Bokaya, and Fifia, and Yanuka, and Wabana, and Bed, and Lela, Jima Singer, Kunele, and Jima Singer Berry. It's been the African history class, and today we've been talking about Evelyn Mase. Catch you again tomorrow. Did I say tomorrow?